Live. Let's see. There we are. Okay. I haven't done too many live streams. I tried to schedule this one. It kept asking me for a new title. I got tired of messing with technology. Anyways, I have a pair of tactic radios here that I'm using for buddy boxing beginners. My wife wants to learn to fly. And I originally started with a Tactic 850 I got a good deal on. And then I bought the simple 4-channel, and I sold it, I think, on eBay or put it up for sale. I don't know whether it's sold or not, because I found this 650 so I can have a computerized radio on both sides of the buddy box. So the pilot and the student can both have a decent transmitter. So it had a broken switch. 0, 1, and 2. It's a 3-position switch. Here's an aftermarket 3-position switch, which wouldn't surprise me if when we get in there it looks exactly like this. This job's very similar on a lot of radios. Some radios, these switches are soldered into a circuit board, and I don't think this one is that way, but if it is, it'll be more complicated. Particularly because I don't think I have any desoldering rig here. But we'll see. So, haven't turned the iron on yet, but this is a Pine Seal, Pincil, USB powered soldering iron, which is great for modest to small joints like I expect to encounter here. Let's see, I have my extra rosin out. I like this product, and it's really kind of aimed at people that build stained glass windows, but it's just a real good quality rosin soldering flux. And I use it at work too. So that's where I got introduced to it, and it's like, yep, that's pretty good. I'll buy that. So let's open up this transmitter. And where's my... Oh, there it is. My Phillips screwdriver. I have quite a few videos. I've really taken about a 5-year hiatus from YouTube. I was putting up regular content there for a while. I do a lot of things. My original content didn't involve any RC gear or really electronics that I can remember. Have a lot of interests, and I've missed making content, so I figure once in a while when I'm doing a project I'll make some content. I'm kind of a long form YouTube content consumer myself. Let's see. These tactic radios were a really great value. I think they started making them about 10 years ago. And, they were, even though they were never super popular, they were really very feature competitive with midline and low-line computer Futaba radios and Spectrum and JR. I used to sell these. Of course, the screw hits the floor. What else would it do? Okay. There we go. And I think I can open it now. Oh, nope. Looky there, we got some screws up there. Ta-da! So, the broken switch is this one here, and would you look at that? It looks almost exactly the same. The color is a little flatter than the new switch, but it looks very, very similar. So let's see, let's get the thing out of there. Now you can make a really cool, you can take a dowel rod. These nuts here, they have 2 slots in them. And it's kind of a spanner nut. And you can take a dowel rod and drill a hole in it for the switch. And then on either side of the hole, drill like a little 16th hole and take a piece of wire and pound a flat on it and glue it in the dowel rod and make a wrench for this. And I've done that, but that's been so many years ago, I don't know where my little wrench is that I made. But you can get them off with a screwdriver in the slot too. There we go, fell through. And let's see, I see we have a twisty tie in here. I'm going to undo that and see how much slack I can get in the wire. Make this a little easier. Oh, look, I can unplug it. I thought I could unplug it. You know, I didn't bring a... Why won't this unplug? There we go. I don't want to pull on it too hard. I don't want to damage any catches or pull pins out. Okay, so find a knife. So one of the things we're going to want to do is we want to make sure the functions of the switch work in the right order. So I'm going to take these wires off one at a time and put them on. And we can see it's on, off, on. But I believe all 3 of those things can be programmed to do something. So let's start with the red wire. There we go. And, oh, we got to put some water in the... Water on the sponge. And no, you can buy the sponge that came with this Hakko soldering iron holder has slots in it, and I really don't like that. So I bought some cellulose sponge, and watch this. We're going to turn it on. Oops. What causes it to come on? Sleep mode. This thing's got a lot of features. I don't understand them all. User interface. Let's see, why didn't you come on? There we go. Oh, it has been on. Okay. So it's at 420C. No, it's not on. 450 is the highest. Where's the power? Shows you how much I know. Hit them both. You know, I haven't used this thing for about 3 months. Time. What's going on here? I was about to tell you what a great soldering iron this is. All right. Not worth fooling with. I'll figure that out later. We'll just turn on the Hakko. And that'll come up to temperature really fast. Get this transmitter out of the way. I'll lay it down to keep it from falling down. Yeah, it's up over 500. Not hot enough yet. There we go, 750. And let's see. I really need some kind of holder down here. I've been kind of working on my bench here to get it ready to do more electronic projects. It's really kind of incomplete. I have beautiful equipment at work. And let's get some heat shrink cut. So we're ready to do that. You want to put this back down the wire ways so you don't accidentally shrink it. And there we go. This wire is already tinned. See if I can do this without burning myself. You know what? I've got a better way of doing this. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And I'm not going to put the heat shrink down there because it'll just, I might touch it with the iron by accident. Oh, look at that. I can just pull that back. I don't have to cut it. I'm going to take the next wire off. That goes in the center. And since I pre-tinned these, I don't have to hold this wire, the solder, and the iron all at the same time. No, I'm not doing this so you can see what I'm doing. Let me fix that. I burnt myself there. Okay. Let's see. This is the other end wire. Probably could reuse that heat shrink. But that's a lesson for another video. Okay. I think that looks like good joints. Oh, did I choose poorly? Perhaps I did. Well, I don't have any heat shrink expanders here, but that's okay. That'll have to do. Yeah, let me see if I can take a big risk here and open that up without tearing it. Okay. There we go. More pleased with that. And of course, I don't have a source of heat in here other than the iron. That's okay. This will shrink it radiantly. Not touching it, by the way. Okay. And that was just barely holding the part, but you can use simple tools to hold things for you. Okay, so you can plug this back in. And I think I'm going to wrap this. One time. I'm putting it red wire up, which is how the rest of them are. Oops. I'm going to put it in there with the nut on it, am I? Oh. Oh, I see. Ooh, will it not fit in there? It's wider. I done fooled myself, haven't I? Okay, so it's a little wider than that switch. So to get it in there, I'm going to have to shave a little bit of material off. Or nip it off. There's no museum for tactic radios, so it's no big deal. I'm going to take a little bit off of there. I always think it's funny how uptight people can get about making the tiniest modification. Trying to nip just a little bit off the side of that. Okay, it might be tight. Might be too tight, but let's see. Yep, it's a little bit too tight. Take a wee bit off the other side. I was trying to bite just the least little bit I could get a hold of. I don't know if you see that little shaving jumping off, but It ain't much. There we go. Now, you can't buy parts for these radios anymore, so it's not like I could have ordered the exact factory switch. Just ordered something that looked physically the same and was electronically the same. Oh, yeah, it goes up at an angle like that. And let's see, I'm going to use oh. Looks like I need to push it in just a little more. There we go. I seem to see out some more. Yeah, I got some more thread sticking through now. There we go. I think that's it. Check these others. Yep, that'll go a little tighter. That'll go. That'll go. Might as well do them all since I'm here. That wasn't too hateful of a job. Oh, let's see. Let's put the wire wrap back on. There we go. That's just a little short piece of bread tie. And let's see, turn the iron off. Put the back on. If you've ever had screws fail in plastic, a lot of times it's because they were taken out and put back in wrong. You always start by turning them backwards. And you try to feel for where they cam down in, and then you turn them in. They're self-tapping, so if you know, the hole was originally smooth inside. So the first time they're driven in, you just drop them in the hole and turn them in. But the second time they go in, you want to make sure that you're going into the same thread. Come on. So I'm going to turn it backwards. And when it drops in to the thread, I can turn it forward. And just snug them. This screw, it should show a little more. Oops. I can hear it, but I can hardly feel it. There we go, that's seated out. I tore up more things made of plastic when I was a kid. There we go. I don't know if you heard that little pop when the screw dropped down in the first thread. There we go. Of course I would drop it on the ground. What else would I do? There it is. I'm going to let you hear it again. There it is. Now I can thread it in. Seems like a lot of turns to get to the bottom. There it is. And let me see if I can find the screw I dropped. Let's see. Wow, what an expert. Okay, I'll find that later. It's not really necessary to find right now. Oh, nope. Oh, here it is. I hate to leave a screw out of something. There it is. And you know, I don't even really need that screw for anything, or that switch for anything on this radio right now, but I hate the idea of leaving it broken. Plug the battery back in. Come on. Okay, I can take a clue. Let's see if I got a set of hemostats. No, but I got needle nose. There we go. There we go. That's how it was. There we go. And she comes on. So awesome. There's like all the clumsy steps involved in replacing a switch. Got rid of this switch, broken off, put in this one. And these have they're hollow. The stem is actually hollow because the detent spring is up inside the thumb lever of the switch. So if you drop these radios, sometimes you'll break a switch off. I mean, you can even just let it fall over, and sometimes that can break a switch off. Let's see, I don't like short sticks. I like long sticks, and I cannot lie. So let's, okay, that's the top. Turn that down a few turns, bring up the jam nut. You get more resolution, really, if you have the sticks longer. There's more distance of traveled the longer out you get. And so it helps you be a smoother pilot. It's a little bit like Expo, but it's all across the whole range of the stick movement. So there you go. Got her done. See you on the next one.